I finished the White Lotus season 3, and this is gonna be super strange to admit. Don't think I'm a crazy person when I say this. This is actually the first White Lotus season that I watched, okay? Okay, hear me out. Before you start calling me names, let me explain. So White Lotus is a show that I've like seen around. People say it's pretty good. Even some of my friends have been like, check it out. You like stuff, and I like this. You should check it out. And for a while, I was like, yeah, sure, maybe I'll get around to it. But then when this next season came out, I was like, you know, I want to be a part of the conversation. I want to be a part of like, you know, the talk about this. I don't want to like start season 1 when everyone's watching season 3, and then Saxon gets freaky with his brother, and I'm missing out. If Saxon's getting freaky with his brother, look, I don't want to miss out on that. So I started it really without expecting anything. In fact, it's kind of a weird experience to where I had the show like semi-spoiled for me because one of my friends was like, yeah, who do you think's gonna die this season? I'm like, die? They're on vacation. What do you mean die? Oh, what do you mean die? Oh, sure. Who's gonna die? Who's gonna get kidnapped? Who's gonna freaking, you know? I don't have any expectations for this. Granted, like I said, the first thing kind of like the intro kind of teases someone's going to die, but I kind of got that, you know, like moving forward. And I have some thoughts on this season. This season kind of struggles with a lot of big ensemble season like character situations to where it's like some episodes, this is a really interesting storyline. Sometimes this is an interesting storyline. Sometimes they're always boring and they're always entertaining. To where you're like, wow, dude, what's gonna happen with freaking Walton Goggins, which was one of my favorite story arcs of the whole season. And then it's like, it's getting good, guy talk. And then they drop guy talk on you. Don't get me wrong, guy talk's like fine, but it's just like, oh man, I hate guns. 5 episodes later, wow, still hate guns. Season finale, I hate them, but I'll use them. Thanks to the power of Lisa. Lisa's inspired me to finally start shooting people. Interesting kind of situation there, and it does get into that situation. A lot of characters in the show, not likable. Really, I don't know, is that like a White Lotus thing? Like the characters aren't supposed to be likable? Because like Rick was okay, and like I said, I like Walton Goggins, but as a character, Rick, not that likable. Chelsea, she's fantastic. And SNL, you're freaking turds, dude, for making fun of this actress. She was phenomenal. I hate the world. And SNL, you're better than that, dude. You're better than that. No, you're not, though. SNL's not good, really. So yeah, that's bad. If you didn't see what I talked about, you know, check it out. Maybe I'll make a short on it or something like that. Patrick Schwarzenegger is someone who we need to talk about because he is a Nepo baby. Obviously, his dad is Danny DeVito. And I think it's about time we admit that, like, okay, we'll let you into the cool Nepo kid club. Welcome in. Come join Jack Quaid and Margaret Qualley. You're talented, okay? All right, guy. Sure, you got a good last name to help you out, but you're pretty good. All right, I'll give him that. I was a fan of him in The Boys Gen V, and in this, now I like him. Now I'm looking forward to seeing him in the future. Piper, no, Piper, no. His brother, though, the performance is fine. Freaking weirdo, dude. Freaking weirdo. We all know this guy. We all know a guy. No, we don't. We all know a guy like this, though. And if you don't, it's you, man. I hate to break it to you. If you don't know a guy that's trying to freaking incest his siblings, buddy, it's you, pal. 1 in every 10 people, just saying. The whole sister, like, storyline thing, it's kind of interesting because, like, it builds a whole, like, season arc to, like, this one moment. And then she's like, nah. Buddhism? Pfft, I say nah. Buddhism, more like, I want organic food. Been watching a lot of Santa Cruz, what's his name? Santa Cruz, like, medicine or something like that, whatever that guy's name is. They're using vegetable oils over there? Piper, no. What else? The freaking old guy, like Greg, he's just like this. The whole show means nothing to me because, like I said, this is my first season. So I'm like, okay, maybe he killed this lady. And then he's like, here's the thing though, maybe I didn't. And I'm like, okay, maybe he didn't. I don't know. The Belinda, hilarious name, by the way. Apparently she's been in a different season. Again, means nothing to me. Was this the best choice watching the season first? Probably not. Probably should have started it. But now I can go back and watch them. It's like a prequel season. That's kind of cool. A little prequel storyline. Oh, Belinda, her backstory is going to be in season 1. Let's get a load of this. The finale too was really long and a lot of it just went nowhere. A lot of this show was like, we're going to build somewhere and then just kind of pull the rug out from underneath you. I think the whole Ratcliffe family is a great example of that. We get freaking Mr. Malfoy the whole entire season being like, I don't know. Am I going to do it? And then at the end, you're like freaking, someone's dying. And then he's like, Nope. So got you there, pal. In general, this was an interesting experience. I would say I enjoyed the show at the end of the day. I think freaking Sam Rockwell, too, jumping in here just randomly halfway through the season. Wow, surprise of the century. That's a better surprise than freaking, you know, getting a random curly fry and a thing of fries. It's fantastic. Sam Rockwell, you curly fry. You freaking curly fry, you. And I'm interested, I guess, in the next season. There were some high points in this show, mainly the acting, but there also were some lower-ish points in the storytelling. I think the pacing really struggled at times. Some of the storylines didn't really lead up to anything, which is a bummer, especially when it's like just a one-season thing. It's not like we're getting, you know, Guy Talk, you know, the sequel. Guy Talk's freaking the next James Bond or something like that. You know, him and Lalisa going on adventures. We're not getting that, so it's like strange situation to be in. But yeah, the whole like gimmick of like, you know, a new fun cast every season, that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing who is in the next season for season 4. And I think that's a big determining factor on if I'm going to watch White Lotus in the future, is how good the cast is. And looking back, season 1, season 2, how good those casts are, that also depends on if I'll end up watching those seasons. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching White Lotus. If you did, hit subscribe. New videos all the time. Let me know, did you think White Lotus was good? Do you think Patrick Schwarzenegger's in the cool Nepo Kid Club? Let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.